Today we will have a tour in Sport Pavilion, Lawrence. The facility is located at 100 Rock Chalk Line, Lawrence, Kansas. This is a place where I usually go to play basketball with my friends. The facility is open to public for free. Let's go.
저절로 내게 눈이 가 네가 입은 옷 무늬가 눈에 띄는 것도 아닌데
Let's look around first. There are 2 indoor soccer fields. It's cool. Also 8 beautiful indoor basketball courts. And gymnastic room.
We've used this facility for events that we've had, city events, retirements and stuff. It makes it for a nice area.
Do you guys do hosts?
Just internal, like for some of our people. Yeah, we don't rent this space out for things, but like if we may host like the leadership warrants team, and we'll have something up here, a presentation. If the room's not available. When we first opened it, we didn't really have the room set up, but now that we have a room down at the far end, we can utilize that. So you never do that. We have people coming over from Topeka to play in this league. But all of these courts here are there's picnic things set up. Is with the loudness of tournaments, especially like volleyball. When you get a lot of young women out here, the loud noise. We have started putting panels across the top for sound to deafen it a little bit. We're continuing to add some of those white things to buffer the sound so it's not bouncing off the metal. And so it'll help provide that. The other thing always people ask, the locker rooms. This doesn't have a locker room. Most of our other facilities have had locker rooms. One of the things is today people don't necessarily come to a gym and change. They come dressed ready to go, and then they go home and change. We do have shower facilities in a couple of their changing rooms. They're just individual changing rooms, so that we don't have the community type. It's kind of a thing of the past. A lot.
Is that something you guys would consider putting in? Would be locker rooms?
I don't know if it's needed. I mean, again, we haven't had a need for it. So I mean, with some of the with the tournaments, we do have a place that we have for the officials downstairs, and we utilize one of those restrooms as kind of a place that they can go to change and that kind of thing. But other than that, teams usually just come ready to play, and we do have restrooms that they can change in, just that we don't have that shower facility.
Right.
We do have a couple.
You have a few back there,
Yeah. I wonder if he's like. Oh, I have to do it here. I don't even know. How stupid. Don't put that in there. The guy doesn't even know what he's doing. Again, I'll point out the Lawrence Memorial. One of the things is we had say in what was going to be on the walls too, And they understood what we were looking at, and I think it was a great partnership because they were looking at health and wellness, just like what we're trying to do here. And so just having these quotes and these figures of people actively living is kind of what we want to portray. So again, we're not trying to compete with the local gyms. We have a certain amount of equipment that people can utilize. One of the things with fitness rooms, we look at flooring. A lot of our, other facilities had like tile flooring, and you have to have the proper flooring for people to really work out and not injure themselves or have issues with their feet. So we've been able to, design this with that in mind. If you've ever seen our activity guide, I'll make sure you grab one before you leave. But some of those programs are here. We do yoga. We've added TRX, and in that new room we have TRX there, and then we also added some in the community building. So we've done that, and then we also have a cycle room at another facility where people can do cycling, spin type classes, that type of stuff. We can't use spin because that's a trademarked program. So we have cycling classes, but yeah, we do yoga, we do Zumba, we do all kinds of, we do have a senior strength training, and again, we have them at different locations, so there's multiple locations for a lot of our different classes. There's not anything that's just specific here except for like the TRX and cycling have to be in those spaces that they have. We try to provide it across the community so that people
Not
are
everyone has
right,
certain here, it's
right.
everywhere.
That's the last thing we want to do.
Yeah.
Is have people think that they have to travel clear out here to get help. With is really challenged. Again, with the city, it's very tight, secure type stuff. So we've had to kind of get our IT department to kind of open up a little
Expand
bit.
a little bit, yeah.
And again, this is that area that I was telling you about, the Lawrence Memorial Hospital rents from us. And they do performance training. And with the relationship with the hospital, they asked if they could put a heart monitor in here, or a blood pressure check.
Is this complimentary?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then was this funded by LMH or was this funded by you?
Yeah. That's great. I mean, again, it's part of healthy lifestyle. And I forgot to do mine this morning. I need to do mine. You remind me. Whoops. And again, this room really wasn't going to be ours. Oh, it's locked anyway. This room was actually part of the other room there. And
Was this what LMH wanted after
well,
you guys said
yeah,
it's too
yeah.
late, we're already doing something else with it? Okay.
Right. Well, they just, it's just like, ooh, we wish we would have had that. It's like, well, we've already started, putting in the flooring and have plans for it. So
this is kind of that secondary fitness room.
right. Well, we rent this out too. If you see, there's an outside entrance.
Okay.
So we can have people can have meetings in there.
Okay.
But it looks kind of awkward because there's those TRX things on the wall and stuff. So, but that's what you get with the community. One of those, such a big benefit for the community, having a space that they can go walk inside and around, climate control.
And this is an eighth of a mile.
Eighth
right?
of a mile, so 8 times around. I love the openness of the windows so they can actually look outside and have that sunlight, and then also the fall with the community. I mean, again, I look at recreation and It's kind of that stress.
like Debbie
We
Ryan.
get so tied up into everyday living, and we have these phones that we're connected 24/7 with things, and we have jobs, and the kids, and, you know, all the stresses of life. And to me, recreation is one of those things that we can kind of de-stress.
Yep.
And that's kind of what we want to do. And having those big open windows kind of brings nature in too. And so I think that's part of that mental health too,
Well, and
as
it
well.
makes it feel less like a gym. You know, it feels like you're still working out outdoors, kind of.
Exactly.
Which, that is cool. That natural light is really nice.
Yes, it is. That natural light is awesome. Except sometimes the sun is not
Yeah.
really nice to it. But
It beams like right on you while you're
Yeah.
working out.
you know, one of the things that our indoor track we switched it up every other day. You had to go the opposite direction. I guess I did add something to the facility. Look at that. Because I have a little brother, right? Individuals doing their own personal training and stuff out here. People were using the turf area to do like some work with ropes and stuff, and you know we had to kind of crack down on it because that's not one of the things we offer, you know. And so we have a program now that we have some people that do that, and we have to go through them in order to do it here. Again, it's about liability more than anything else, because our facility, if you're trading me and you don't have the insurance, it's gonna, I mean, and you're in
It'll
here,
wind up
I'm
on
gonna,
you.
exactly.
Yeah.
Again, risk management is a big piece to everything we do. It is. So. This was designed originally for like the tournament, so they'd have like a tournament hub for people. A lot of them don't use this though, so we use it for our part-timers and other things as well. And other staff. But again, this side is kind of like community. I kind of think of it like that because the court that we usually leave open is court 1, and then we'll do like court 2. Being part of the tournament, and the rest of them will be part of the tournament too if they need them. We do multiple courts. Some of them do 2 or 3 courts at a time for the tournaments. We do offer lockers, so we do have stuff for people to put stuff in. We've added a few more. That was one of the things when we first started. People were asking for more locker space. So we've added a few more in here and there, but again, it's kind of limited, you know, in terms of open places. We just came off an annual maintenance shutdown. We shut it down Sunday through Sunday, basically a week, to do the floors and just any other maintenance that we have to do, painting and that kind of thing.
How often do you guys clean the floors?
I had to hit
Good.
one of those little But again, 5 years and still, I mean, to me, I kind of still smell a new smell. It's 5 years old now.
Well, it's very well kept.
Yeah, well, that's the big thing. You got to keep upkeep, you know, and that costs money. So that's the challenge that we have, is to find funding to do that. This is another advertising wall that we have. People pay $1,000 to have their thing put up here. And I just took over the responsibility of these. Yeah, so this is like just one of those small ones that's probably locked.
These like your conference rooms?
Yeah, but I can go
kinda?
get a key too.
Oh, no, you're good. It's
But it
not
basically it's a really small space, so we can hold meetings in here. We rent out the room. We have staff
two of
meetings.
them here?
Yeah, there's 2 different ones. One's a little champion room's a little bit bigger.
Okay.
These are the facilities we rent out for the parties. So
birthday parties?
Birthday parties, right?
Okay.
So we have different, like they do a Nerf war thing that they can go have that, soccer, basketball, just different party packages that they can, the gymnastics room, that type of thing.
Do you guys use those as like hospitality rooms for tournaments? With
They do, yes.
reps and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, especially when we had the tournament with the coaches, we had an area where they could just go and
Get away
yeah.
from the game for a
And,
little
and
bit.
there was food,
Yeah.
complimentary.
Yeah.
The tournament provided. But I think we actually went and got the food for them. I don't know. It's kind of a weird deal. I was like, wait a minute, why are we going out?
Yeah.
Well, we want to keep the tournament. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So hospitality.
Yeah, but this turf area, this is actually an outside turf field. Like what you have on the out, like what you have on soccer field outside. It's got those little, the things that are so now coming under fire, the little pellets. But
No, those things in your laundry are.
well, I've heard, like people get them in their ears, like soccer players and stuff. I've heard that, college soccer players. And they're, I know that they're trying to attribute it to cancer, but I think what doesn't cause cancer, it seems like anymore. But it's been disproven too, but there's probably somebody out there that would say it. But again, we're going to have to, there's Doritos too. No food is supposed to be in here. Somebody brought it in. But we really had to, people were kicking stuff out, so we had to really kind of start watching that.
Yeah.
One of the big things I was concerned about is, let's say you have, like men's league going on, and around this corner there's a fight going on, and you don't really know. I thought, I was kidding, we had to like segues to go from one side to the other, because it is a large facility, and but we have security cameras that we have monitor the facility. We haven't, Not have wood. We don't want it to start, so don't publicize that. Yeah. Again, when we have an entrance where people can come in freely, we've been very fortunate, and so that's why we continue to try to improve that, because we know statistics eventually will happen. So we want to just be ready for that and try to prevent it from happening. Well, this is important to this community. We just try to continue to foster that, develop it, so that we all can live healthy, active lifestyles.
It's newer too.
Yes, that
it
is.
used to be only when employees were there.
Right. Makes it really nice and convenient. One of the things I think we've added too is other seating or standing areas for here, so people will be able to, we may add in some plugins too, so people can charge their stuff.
Electronics. The supervisor position.
He went to, of all places, the biggest thing about my job is changing all that. I think a lot of my stuff is
Now, I leave the facility, and we can see there are 6 very beautiful tennis court, water fountain, outdoor tables, chairs. A very good weather today. Open to public for free. It's cool. Oh, there are some tools we provide for people who ride bicycle to fix their bicycles. It's friendly. And then we can see a very big parking lot. The tour is end now. This is a summary of the tour. After we count, there are 2 main entries and 14 emergency exits. The best aspect of the facility has to be it's free for public, and the word is saying maybe it is a little far from the large city, and only a few buses will stop here every day. If there are more buses can stop here, that should be better. They already host many types of events in this facility, such as basketball, volleyball tournament, young soccer tournament. And if I'm the event planners, I hope to host a Lawrence cheerleading competition in this facility. Cause cheerleading already be added to Tokyo Olympic, so more and more people will pay attention to this sport. That's all. Have a great day.